couple things I want to go over is just, especially as you new missionaries are preparing to serve and to, if you've already got called to Adelaide, getting ready to head out there. A couple stories, especially focusing more on like the beginning of my mission that hopefully might help you. Um, I can remember, and I just really took in all like the return missionaries that I talked to, um, or that did different things for my primary and through my like young men's and seminary and stuff like that years. Man, I just held on to everything that they said. And I clearly remember, always talking about the best 2 years and all positive. And, I honestly, and so that's sort of what I went into. Just when I go out there, everything is going to be positive. Everything is going to be a great experience. And that was sort of my mindset going into my mission. And man, I'll tell you what, when I got out there, it wasn't all positive. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. It wasn't, I expected just to just feel like I did in the MTC, the spirit just with me 24/7, just pumped up, ready to go. Man, I feel like when I got out there, just real life just smacked me in the face. And, it was tough. I mean, I guess I went out there just expecting sunshine and rainbows, and it wasn't. But one thing I feel like, and this is sort of, I guess one of the most important things I learned is that it wasn't just going to be given to me in terms of like the positive, awesome, best 2 years experiences. I had to go out and earn them. I had to go out and do the work, put in the work, put in the studying. Just like in real life, it's not going to be, everything's not going to be given to us. Jobs aren't going to be given to us. We're going to have trials. We're going to have things come up in our lives that aren't going to be the way that we want it. You're going to be teaching awesome people that are going to just completely disappear and just, no reasoning, that are just going to absolutely crush you. I remember just having this knot in my stomach for the first 3 months, every day. Went to sleep with it, woke up with it, and it just made me so uncomfortable. Everything I did, I felt so uncomfortable doing it. And I can remember thinking like, man, this is not the best 2 years. What are those missionaries talking about? And I'm just thinking, this is so hard. And, I remember my second transfer, I had the opportunity to serve with Jesse Casillas, he was definitely meant to be my companion at that time. He is one of the hardest working individuals I have ever met in my life. And he definitely blessed my life at that point, because we just dug in our heels and we got to work. And we worked our butts off every single day. I can remember coming home every single day just absolutely exhausted. And it goes back to saying, that sort of Gordon B. Hinckley's missionary experience, where he writes home to his dad. He wants to come home. It's hard work. He's uncomfortable. And his dad writes back and says, go to work. And that's what it takes, for it to earn the title of the best 2 years. It doesn't, sitting around or whatever isn't going to create that. You have to go out and earn that title. You have to work for it. And by doing that, man, I'll tell you what, I very, very, very quickly got rid of that knot in my stomach. I very quickly started to feel comfortable. I very quickly started to feel the Spirit every single day, just like I did in the MTC. And it all came down to work. It all came down to working hard, getting after it, forgetting myself, um, doing what I'm supposed to be doing out there, which is serving, bringing people into Christ. Um, and so yeah, that's sort of some advice that I have is be ready to work, but be ready for it to be not easy. And honestly, maybe there you're gonna have some parts that you might not enjoy, but that's what it's all about, and that's what it's gonna take, and that's exactly what life is gonna be like when you get home. Um, when you get home, it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows again. You have to go out and earn whatever it is that you want in life. And that's how it's going to be for the rest of your life. So the mission is a great opportunity for you to um, get in the habit of being uncomfortable and get in the habit of earning what it is that you want. Another advice, just a little thing that I feel like greatly impacted my life is remember, when we would say our missionary purpose every morning, and one of the first things is to bring others unto Christ. And it goes into, obviously, the most important is, through the gospel of Jesus Christ. What we're out there to do is to baptize people and to give them the gift of the Holy Ghost. But that first portion, to bring others unto Christ. One particular week I can really remember, I set this goal for myself that every person I talked to, I was going to bear my testimony, specifically about Jesus Christ. And I can remember we were walking, it was up in Darwin, we were walking down the road, and there was this gentleman approaching us, and started talking to him, and he just was not having it. And I just remember, I just looked to him and sort of remembering my goal, and I just looked at him and said, I don't know what your beliefs are, but I personally know that Jesus Christ loves you, that he lives, and you can find great happiness through his love. And the guy just didn't say a word and just turned his back and walked away. And more than any point on my mission, I can remember just deeply feeling my Savior's love for me for making that commitment to bring others unto him in any form. And if you can get someone, just a little bit closer to Christ than they were the day before, you've done your work. You've fulfilled your purpose. And because there's no telling when that person will, meet the missionaries again, or have certain questions or certain experiences in their life that will lead them to the gospel. And so you got to be willing to do that purpose throughout your whole mission, which is to bring others unto Christ. Teaching English, service, bearing your testimony. Don't forget about the members. We're there to serve them as well. Every time you go into their home, bring the Spirit. That was a huge focus in our mission, and I advise you and really encourage you to keep that up, because the members there, we did not go into a member's home and goof off or whatever. We were there to bring the Spirit into their home, and they deserve that. That's what they want. They need, like I said, they're an amazing group of members, every single one of them. The service that they do is, it'll blow you away how committed they are. And it's important to keep that going, because that was a huge focus of what we did.